Hello everyone. In this video tutorial, we'll learn about basics of C, some little bit history of C, and then the programming language construct of C. So just starting with C, some little bit history that C programming language was developed at AT&T's Bell Laboratories of USA in 1972, and it was actually designed or maybe invented by a man called Dennis Ritchie, and I have a very great respect for this man. He saved the world from after inventing this programming language C. That's what I believe. So, and once the C program comes into the picture, so it becomes very popular within a very short period of time. People like this program, they started, and even in 2016, after more than 40 years, this programming language is so much valid, so much has a presence all over the world. So you can imagine that even after 40 years, this program exists and people are learning this program. So the power of C, you can imagine. So here in this 1.4.1, what we will learn about the basic construct of a programming language. Every programming language has it. C also has it. Similar, something like it will have a constant, it will have a variables, it will have keywords, it will have syntax. So what are they? We'll learn through this thing into our next slide. So whenever you are trying to learn a programming language, it is not exception than learning a grammatical language like English. Okay, so as you can see here, when you try to learn English, what you need to know first, you need to first know the alphabets, which are nothing but A to Z, right? Then some words which is made of alphabets. So then we know the sentences, which is nothing but few words makes a sentences, and then the paragraphs, and which are nothing but sentences, multiple sentences makes a paragraph. And as you can see here, the whole thing is actually bound by the grammar, right? So grammar is very much essential, because if you do mistake in grammar, which makes your English language actually an invalid. Even though you form a sentence, but if you don't follow the grammar, so that sentence is not valid, right? Nobody will understand that particular sentence. So now coming to the C programming or any other programming languages also, it has these things also in common, which are called the alphabets, digits, specials, and symbols. These are similar to alphabets in English language. So basically here are the symbols or the special characters or the alphabets that you can write for a C programming. So for an example, let's say, like A to Z that you can write, or maybe small a to z, small z you can write, then semicolon, plus, minus. There are many special digits, symbols that you can use. So basically these things are the constructs for your alphabets, digital, special symbols, something like that. These are called literals. Now similar to word, we'll have a constants, variables, and keywords. Okay, so these are basically nothing but some words, but it has some special meaning. For an example, constants, you cannot change the value of a constant. Variable, we declare, as the name suggests, it's a variable, which means that the value of that particular variable will vary. Then comes the keywords. Keywords are nothing but it's a special words that is already being defined for that programming language, and basically you cannot use for any other purpose because it's already being defined to the compiler and its meaning also. So that is why it is called keywords. So and then you form the instructions or statements, which are nothing but one sentences. So and then this, as you know, that these instructions are executed by your CPU of the computer, right? And then multiple instructions or statements makes a complete program. So, and then it is actually bound by your syntax. So even though if you write some instruction, if it is not syntactically correct, your program is invalid. Your compiler will not compile the program until and unless it is syntactically valid. So we need to learn all these things all together. What are the alphabets? Then what are the constants? How we can define constants? How we can define variables? What are the keywords and how we can use it? And then we have to write the statements. Okay, and then multiple statement will make one program, but everything has to be done with syntactically correct. So that makes a whole program correct. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video tutorial, we'll jump into directly writing a simple hello world program, and we will have a anatomy of that particular program. Like we'll learn about, what are the constants, what are the variables, how the syntax works, what are the instructions, and overall as a program, we'll discuss that thing. Thank you for watching.